Lean back. Subscribe to earn drops. Purchasing or gifting subscriptions to CRPGs channel while they're live on any category. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's not gonna work. That ain't gonna work at all. Worth a shot though. Just gonna have to lean up against as best I can, I guess. And then up a little bit so you don't have to look at my belly. Oh, we'll just see if anybody shows up after a while. I'm gonna get me something to drink at least. Hello. Um, yeah, I'm only doing a talking shop for right now because I can't lean over to do the keystrokes too much. It hurts. I put a video up yesterday. I had pulled my back while lifting a oversized bag of kitty litter. I lifted it wrong and it wrenched my back. And it's not as bad as it was yesterday, but it's still pretty painful right now. So I'm trying not to do too much. I'm actually able to sit up now. That's why I'm actually doing this. Yeah, I am, but that's why I'm just doing a sit down and doing a talking shop instead of doing gaming right now. Unless I decide I can do something using this. Which, by the way, I ran across a couple of games on emulator that I might give a try later on. And that is... Uh, uh, actually, it has nothing to do with my neck. It's the down lower part of my back that's hurting. It's just above the tailbone. Yesterday it was all the way up to my shoulder blades, but now it's gone down to just being there now, so it's gone down pretty well. No, it would be funny. Actually, I was thinking about wearing a cast and putting a sling because I do have both of those somewhere in this house. So I could have worn both. I could have worn the sling on my arm and you know, I used to do stage makeup. I could give myself black eyes and stuff. Say I was say I was in a fight with some orcs or something. Made myself some tea today. Just wish I had a little bit of sugar for it though. Tinfoil hat. Nah, no tinfoil hat. Yeah, I'm not that out of it. Anyway, I was doing a little bit of research the last time I tried to do a talking shop and nobody showed. I'm still mad about that with you people. Nobody's showing up. I used to, when I was a little kid, I used to have. You're gonna find this funny. They had they called it the Dungeons and Dragons role playing costume, and it was for kids. It had the bracer, plastic bracers with dragons on them. Had the helmet, and it had like a plastic veil around it that you wore around your neck, and I could put the helmet down. It was a knight's costume for little kids, and I wore that three Christmases, three Halloweens in a row, and I think that was probably my favorite costume. Unfortunately, it ended up breaking after a while. But trying to find pictures of it because I remember you could get it at Toys R Us. But yeah, it had the bracers, it had a dragon medallion, it had the helmet, and it had a sword. Yeah, it had a sword, and it was one of those hollowed out swords. It wasn't a very strong sword, so but you had that, so it was a nice little set, and I'd wear it for for Halloween like 3 years in a row. I think I got it when I was about 6 or 7, and the cartoon wasn't quite out yet, so I think it was like 82 or 83. And of course, over the years, I think when I was playing video games and stuff, that knight's helmet turned into a space helmet. So that helmet got a lot of use. It's too bad I have no idea. It's probably smashed to pieces somewhere, or it ended up in the trash after a while. I don't know. But I remember having it, and you know what? I'll see if I can find it. Oh, no, we're not having that there. Toys R Us. Not quite. Okay, 1980s. That's pretty close to what it looked like, but not quite. I can't lean forward too long. There we go. Oh, that's just terrifying. I was going to do that at one time, but budget constraints kind of talked me against it. Oh man. Yeah, I'm seeing so many toys. It closest I can see is this one, but it's not quite it. I'm just not. I figured there'd at least be an old catalog picture or something. Do you think archives would actually have a what you call it, a trying to think here. Yeah, I'm gonna go to archives, see if we can find Toys R Us catalogs. Toys R Us catalog 1983. And I get notes on the paranormal. Oh well. Well, I can't find it, but yeah, there's some suits that kind of resemble it, but not quite the full costume. And it's too bad I can't remember what it was actually called. I remember it being called role playing costume, but that was it. But yeah, I wore that thing all the time too, especially when I was here at my grandparents' house. This, by the way, is my grandparents' house. I practically lived here over the weekends, playing Atari and Nintendo in the next room, and just having a good old time playing knights and stuff in the next room and stuff. So yeah, I practically lived. This was my second home, so I'm just glad I get to live in it permanently now. It's not the same as it used to be though, because my both my grandparents are dead now. But yeah, I used to. A lot of my original videos, if you look at my earlier videos, they're in the den where I actually that was my playroom. So yeah, I'd play Atari. Then when I eventually switched over to Nintendo, then Super Nintendo, it was in that room. A little bit later tonight, I'm going to be recording myself reading myself uh, reading chapter 4. I might even do chapter 5 in one sitting. It just depends on how I'm feeling at that point. Because I want to be able to start getting through these books. So I might actually start doing 2 readings a week instead of just one. Try to cut down how long it's taking for me to read it. Gotten little gnats flying around for whatever reason. Don't even know how they got in here. But anyway, I was originally going to start doing you fell asleep, or was I that boring? It's okay if you say I'm boring. I know I'm boring when I read. I used to read to my stepdaughters, and it helped them go to sleep. I usually didn't finish reading a chapter because they were all snoring by then. Wasn't paying attention the first time. Yeah, that so far, as I'm reading it, it doesn't feel like Dungeons and Dragons to me that much. I've read some D&D books where it's like, yeah, it feels exactly how a Dungeons and Dragons, would go. Like with the first three Dragonlance novels, those felt like Dungeons and Dragons. This one, not so much. It's like they got too much going on. Because it's like you got three different things happening, and it's a lot of jumping around, and it's kind of I hope the rest of the books aren't like that. Yeah, it's like I don't know how to describe it. It's like you're following around a prince and his troop, and then you're following around this they call it the beast. It's a shapeshifter of some sort, and then you got druids and stuff doing their thing, and then you got these other, it's going through like three or four different groups of people and bouncing around and not really give and leaving you off on cliffhangers in each one. So I'm just sitting there like, oh come on, can we just do a straight chapter for once instead of all this bouncing around? Because each chapter, it's like I barely start to get into what's going on, and then they jump to a different subject. I don't know if that's Douglas Niles' style or whatever, but that's it's kind of a headache for me. I'm going to finish the book, of course, because you know, I said I'm going to read all of them. I'm almost giving that impression because Moonshae. You don't hear much about Moonshae when it comes to Forgotten Realms. I mean, because what do most of the games take place in Forgotten Realms? Where do most of the games take place in? The Sword Coast, right? Pretty much the Sword Coast and the surrounding regions. You hardly ever hear about the islands of Moonshae. So I guess they wanted to try to get you to be interested in the other stuff around there instead of just the Sword Coast. But yeah, it's just kind of like because the only things you really have interacting with each other racial wise is you have humans and halflings. There's no mentioning of elves or dwarves or any of that. I'm not sure. Are we talking tabletop or game wise? I mean, video game. Tabletop or video game? Oh, TTRPG. I wouldn't know because I haven't bought anything TTRPG in like 2 years. I think the last thing I bought was when Eberron was re-released for 5th edition. That was and a couple of the um, what do you call it? Those books where it was from the point of view of specific characters, like Fizban and a couple of other ones. But yeah, like Fizban's Book of Dragons, stuff like that. I think those were the last ones I bought, and it was mainly because of you think you watched a group run it? Oh, I'll have to look into that. Oh, speaking of games, I did run into two uh, I can't think emulated games. There were D&D, one for the PSP and one for the Game Boy Advance. I'm hoping I can get them to run. And it is Eye of the Beholder. And the only reason I'm going to want to play that one is because the battle system is completely different. And it's based on 3rd edition, not a D&D like the original one was. Which I saw a couple of clips of it. I'm going like, yeah, they completely. It's the same game. They just completely changed the battle system so it work on a Game Boy Advance. So I might give that a shot later on. And the other one is called Dungeons and Dragons Tactics for the PSP, which I'm told that was the last of the 3rd edition video games. So of course I'm going to try that one eventually. And that one is in its own world apparently, because I looked it up and what was the name of it again? Lenari, Lenari. What was it? Yeah, Lenari. Which they called the Coastal Lenari, and I've never heard of that. So I think that was like the only game I know of where it was uh, just that game specific was the world it's set in. I have bad dry throat right now, so I'm drinking a lot. But oh, I wanted to tell you guys, I found out some interesting information. Apparently, a lot of my fan base are furries, cosplayers, and gentlemen over the age of 45. Now, isn't that a interesting combination? Which kind of threw me. I'm going like, how did the furries fall in on this? Because I'm not one, and I don't really cater to my channel to that demographic. So I was kind of surprised to find out about it. I have nothing against them. I just thought it was kind of interesting. Yeah, that's like 25%, 25 to 40% is cosplayers and furries. And the other 60% is the majority of the 60% is middle-aged men in their 40s through 50s and maybe older. 2% are women, all married. Because a lot of them I found out they have their own channels, so I go and look up their channels and I usually subscribe. If they have a channel on YouTube, I'll subscribe to it. I might not necessarily watch what they have on there, but I subscribe to them anyway as a courtesy. So anyway, tomorrow night I think I'm gonna because I'm supposed to be playing. Let me look at my calendar real quick. Yeah, in a couple weeks I'll be starting the Ravenloft playthroughs starting Saturday on the 7th of June. So I'm thinking of I'll start reading the manual uh, tomorrow night. I'll read the manual for Ravenloft tomorrow night. And if I get up early in the morning, I'll play a little bit of Scald. Lofty, what's that? I'm not sure what Lofty is. Is it short for something or is that a full word? Oh, Ravenloft. Lofty for short. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to start reading the manual tomorrow night. You might have noticed I got rid of the manual for Temple of Elemental Evil before I started doing the new playthroughs of it. And that was because, well, that was the longest and probably the most boring series of readings I'd ever done. So, because unlike the other ones, it's like usually at the most it's two nights, maybe three or four. That one was an ungodly 6 or 7 nights worth of me reading, and I hated it. I couldn't tell you anything about what I read from it. So of course I ended up getting rid of it, and then when I decided to get back to playing Temple of Elemental Evil again, I have no plans of reading the manual again, even though I got rid of them. Now, eventually I might read it again, but right now, when I'm going to take a break from the game for a little bit, I might read it again. But right now, no, I just want to play the game right now. Well, let's see here. Well, I'm going to do a little fiddling here. Well, not diddling, fiddling. This is a family show. Okay. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to see if I can get. There we go. See if I can get those two D&D games on my emulator, which would be kind of cool. We'll find out in just a second. 30 years later. Okay, that one's done. Find out in about a few seconds. All right, go back. Okay, so we got there on that one. And does not look like we'll get tactics on here. Well, shoot. Oh well. Oh well. Well, at least I get one out of them. Okay, let's go back to. That one didn't work. Let's try a different mode here. We'll go that route. Well, there's two different places I get emulators from. One not so trustworthy is WoW ROMs. And that's because that thing gets bombarded with viruses all the time. And the other one I go to is called are you up here? Why aren't you up here? Vim's Lair. That's the other one I go to. Uh, Emulators for mainly the Nintendo Genesis. Um, well, I use different systems. Um, I pretty much can get anything cartridge based on emulator, but I can't do anything disc wise. Let's see here. Let's go back here. We'll go to. That's why I don't like using WoW ROM because there's too much dicking around on it. And they don't have it on here. Oh well. I was going to see if I could try to get a different version on a different emulator, but or emulating service, but doesn't look like it. Oh well. Well, at least I got the one. We can try that out later. That will be probably the last of the Forgotten Realms games. That'll just be an extra at the very end. Speaking of which, I made a complete list of up to now of which games I can play because there have been a few that have been removed from Steam and GOG. So these are the ones I actually own and I'm actually able to play to some degree. And that is, of course, the Gold Box games. Already got that on here. Pool of Radiance, Hailsfar, Curse of the Azure Bonds, Secret of the Silver Blades, and Pool of Darkness. And that's all the Pool series right there. Then I got the Eye of the Beholder trilogy. And that's the PC, not the Super Nintendo version. And not counting the Game Boy Advanced version, which we'll get into that in a minute. Okay, then we got the Savage Frontier Duet, which is Gateway and Treasure. Menzoberranzan, which by the way comes after the Ravenloft games in style. It uses the same gameplay schematics as Ravenloft. So me getting used to playing it at that point should probably by the time I get to Menzoberranzan, it should be a breeze for me to figure out from that point. Then of course we got Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I'll get to 3 in a minute. Then we got Icewind Dale 1 and 2 and Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2. And then we go to Baldur's Gate 3. The only ones I don't have on here is Neverwinter, the uh, online game, the MMORPG. Which, by the way, I know it's for free, and I probably could play it, but since I'm playing DDO this or Stormreach, can anybody tell me if Neverwinter, the MMORPG, is any good? And if I should give it a shot. And by the way, I did try to download it, and apparently it has a lot more memory in it than DDO does. Because it was taking up quite a bit of space on my laptop when I tried to download it. When it was taking too long, I finally gave up on it. But yeah, I gave up on playing it because it was taking way too much memory. Never played it. Well, somebody out there might have. They could tell me something. But yeah, I was going to give it a shot, but it was just it when I have like 300 something open space on my computer, and then when I put a game in it's already telling me that I have less than 50 left. I'm pretty much going to take that game out. That's yeah, I do have Neverwinter Nights. Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember if I put that on there, but yeah, I got those on there too. And I did play that for a little bit. I think I left that on there with me playing with CJ. Let me look if I still have that on there. Do I still have that on there, or did I remove it? Because I do remember those were when I was playing with him, with CJ, my cousin. It was pretty good. But then when I was playing by myself on it, I just wasn't as into it. But I'm willing to give it a better shot. No, okay, okay. What's going on here? My computer is brain farting. Oh, cool. Popcorn in bed is watching Mad Max. That's something to watch later. Okay. Oh, yeah, here we go. I'll just go ahead and bring this over since I'm not hiding anything now. Alright, so let's get to the playlist. See if I still got those on there. Yeah, I've been actually, if you've noticed, I have kind of changed up what my thumbnails look like. Um, with my dorky ass face smiling right here. But I've been trying new things here, and I figured, adding myself into the picture might do something. Might not, I don't know, but yeah, it looks like I got rid of them. Yeah, I did. Oh well. But I still got some of the games that him and I played together on here anyways, since, yeah, Gauntlet, him and I played together. That was actually one of the first games we played. We played some of Chronicles of Mystara here. Him and I played together, and Barony. So if you guys are wondering what games CJ makes appearances in, it's Gauntlet, Chronicles of Mystara, and Barony. And the earliest videos of Dungeons and Dragons Online. Which I think is some of the earlier ones here. Yeah, I know, I had the screen up the whole time, so give me...
Welcome to bonus day.
Let me turn that down a little. I forgot how thumping the original music is.
Welcome to the D&D world.
Oh god, the old Hey everyone, this is Dave on CRPGs Dungeons and Dragons Night. I resent that. And we're getting ready to play Dungeons and Dragons Online. I've always had long hair when I was growing up,
Looks
but
like we're gonna have to postpone Neverwinter Nights indefinitely because we just can't seem to get it to run for a party anymore. I'll probably get back to it again as a single player, but for now, CJ and I are going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons Online, and we got a couple of other games lined up for group play later on the channel. So,
We'll see whatever mood strikes.
yeah, whatever strikes our fancy, whatever tickles.
yeah, every Sunday we used to do a game together, but that kind of stopped happening because he ended up getting married.
Okay, let's see.
Marriage ruins everything.
Now you know me, I'm melee.
I'm kidding. I'm all happy for him, so. One of these times we will get back to playing some games again.
Thing.
Oh, I better go close the door.
I'm going to turn this down a little bit more. Because it's rather loud in my headset, so. There. I hope you can still hear things, but yeah, this was our first time playing Dungeons and Dragons Online. Originally we were playing Neverwinter Nights together, but for some reason or another, about 2 or 3 nights in, it just wouldn't cooperate and we couldn't find each other's characters anymore, so we ended up playing this instead.
I like this. I'm trying to fight these guys and they just run right past me.
Well, I'm changing the subject a little bit here. I got some family pictures here I was on to share with everybody. These are actually a few years old, especially this one here. If you've seen the anime conventions I go to, this is my dad, and this here is my late mom. And this was one of the last times I had a dinner at the table with them at any place. This was a Denny's up in Oakhurst. Uh, okay, what happened? Okay, for some reason that picture does not. For some reason that picture did not want to work, and that was a picture of me and my dad together. I don't know what the problem. Apparently, Cloud is blocking my pictures, which they shouldn't be. I don't know why they're blocking me from showing my pictures. There's Miley in my dad's room. No, I jokingly refer to her as my wife, and the reason I do that is because for me, since I've had her, she's been very attentive to me. She gets bossy with me when I'm not home. If I'm gone for a period of time when I come home, she basically berates me like a pissed off wife going like, "Where have you been all this time? Do you know what's been going on in this house while you were gone?" kind of crap. So everybody jokingly refers to her as my wife. A couple weeks ago, while I was draining the pool, found these two ducks sitting by the pool. They finally left a couple days ago. They've been out there for like a few weeks, and they finally left a couple days ago. So don't know why. Miley's sleeping on my clothes. I don't know why they're blocking that particular. I don't know why picture Cloud is blocking pictures. These are put on my hard drive. Why are they being blocked? My mom's grave and eventually my dad's. More Miley. Alright. Here's my mom in the hospital. Again, I don't know why that was my what is going on with my photos? There's some syncing. Who told you to pause? Why do I need to upgrade it? Why are you making me pay to upgrade for my photos? These are my photos. I put them there. Not you. What the hell? Okay, finally I got him to upload the file so to fix it, hopefully. Show the actual photos I want to show. And yes, Denny's is the place when the food is actually good. Because I've gone to a few Denny's where the food is actual crap. I'm not naming any places, but the ones on Herndon and Blackstone, I'm looking at you on Fresno, California. Because 3 times I've gone there and the bathrooms have either been backed up to the point that's stinking up the restaurant, or the food is so dry. I digress. I'm just a little upset about this whole photo thing right now. That it's It's finally syncing up the photos so I can actually look at them, but I don't know why I have to go through that because these pictures have been here for years, months, days, and they're acting like I just now put them there. Okay, there we go. This here is my brother Scott. He's in his 50s, and we don't get to see each other that often. He lives up in Utah, and I'm probably planning on moving up to Utah myself uh, when after my father passes away. I don't think I want to live here in California anymore after that. Here we go. This particular picture is very important, and I hope never to lose it. Let's see here. This little lady right here. I don't talk about her much, but when I do, it's very somber and sad. That is Blue, who was the adoptive daughter of Miley. Miley adopted her. I didn't, so she was about 10% feral most of the time, but the rest of the time she was like the most loving cat you ever met. And come on. Oh, of course. And come on. Here we go. This is Shade. This was my dog, Pomeranian, little black Pomeranian. He was my dog for many years, and ended up adopting my mom because he liked her more. But and, so yeah, those are the little family photos I have up here. Oh. Ah, yeah. How many of those did I put up? Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And oh yeah, I'm thinking of also since I'm also doing Solasta as its own videos. I'm not using them as streams. I think I'm also doing Pathfinder the Kingmaker as well because a lot better. I'm still a little sore. That's why I'm not leaning forward to play games right now. Because if I had to lean forward, I'd be screaming right now. Anytime you see me lean forward, you'll probably see me wince. But right now, I'm doing a lot better, and hopefully I'll be able to do some gaming by tomorrow night. But tomorrow night, I am planning to do a little bit of a head start on Ravenloft by reading the manual tomorrow night. And if I have the time, I might do a little bit of Scald at some point. But as I was saying, though, Solasta, Crown of the Magister, since I've been playing that as a regular videos instead of streams, because that's the only way I can get it to run. Pathfinder is the same way, so I might end up playing that as well. But we'll see. And I'm still trying to get... Oh, yeah. Oh. Let's see here. I have a little bit of a bucket list of places I'd like to go to. And, yeah, I think this is it here. There's the Elixir Tea Bar and Enchanted Ice Cream at 1779 Newport Boulevard, Costa Mesa, California. I'd like to give that place a try if it's still around by the time I'm able to do some traveling. The Enchanted Forest, which is up in Turner, Oregon. I've seen some videos of it on YouTube, so I'm kind of wanting to go see that place. I hope to have some children around, children of my own, or maybe um, the children of my stepdaughters to take that too, if they're willing. Trios of Mystery, I wanted to go to. I haven't been there since I was about 4 or 5. But I've been wanting to go back there for years because I don't remember anything about it. And of course, the Texas Renaissance Festival. I've been wanting to go to that one because that's one of the biggest ones in the United States. The Realm Town, which is right now in construction, it used to be called Evermore Park, but it's going to be called Realm Town, and it's still under construction, to my understanding. But I might have to check that out. And I'm kind of iffy about the Excalibur Hotel and Casino right now because it's not what it used to be. Gen Con, yes, yeah, that was actually the next one I wanted to go to because that's on here too. And I was actually thinking about heading to Geneva to check out the museum that's there, dedicated to excuse me, Gary Gygax. As I found out there's a museum there, so thought I'd go check it out. And there's like a section of library dedicated to him. Well, if I happen to be over there, I'll let you know. We could go hang out or something. If I happen to be around there at some point within the near future. By the way, apparently I can now accept subscriptions on my thing because I just saw a thing pop up on here saying I can't accept them now till the 25th. I'm not saying you guys have to, but I'm just letting you guys know it's there. You know, I give you guys freedom of choice. No sub button. Yeah, I just saw the thing pop up on here, so I have no idea why. So not yet. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why that popped up. So it just kind of popped up and it said it was available. Maybe I didn't click on it fast enough. Oh well. I'm not too worried about it. Uh, yeah, I'm doing like the Riker standing right now. I got my knee up here and I'm leaning on it because of my back. Yeah, if it pops up again, I'll have to see if I have to turn it on or something. Let me see here. Chat filters, pause chat. Huh. Well, if I do this again tomorrow, if it pops up again, I'll do something then. I'm not too worried about it. I prefer the company than the money. As I think you have to pay for subscriptions. $8 a month if you go monthly. Oh. Well, I wouldn't know what to do with that stuff anyway. As you can see, I watch a lot of reaction videos. Okay, yeah. What in the world? Let's turn that off before I get in trouble. Uh, okay, so yeah, I'll show you with Pathfinder and Celeste. I'll try playing them on here, and you can see kind of what goes wrong here anyway, of why I have to use it as YouTube. I did turn it on, right? Oh, there we go. Yeah, some of the games they don't start up straight away. You have to like turn it on twice. Oh yeah, then it says, "Oh, you're already running." I'm going like, then why aren't you doing anything? Urgh. Yeah, I think I need to get a stronger computer. Well, we'll find out because I actually did some adjusting to this, so we might be able to actually stream this. So far, it's looking okay because they're not glitchy right now. It's when the title screen comes on when you really start to see it. Think they got enough pre-game stuff on here? God, I felt myself aging looking at all that. I'm trying to remember what game it was that had like the slowest boat system in a game in an RPG. I think it was one of the Ultima games, and I literally could feel myself aging while playing it because it was taking so long to get from one continent to another, and the place is no bigger than a miniature golf course. King's Quest 3 had a 15-minute boat. Oh God. But yeah, I was playing it, and I'm just going, and the game field isn't even that big in the game, and it was like, by the time I got there, I'm just sitting there going, good God, I think I aged 20 years just from this alone. It said press any key to continue, then why are you uploading more? Alright. Yeah, this is where it starts to foul up. Yeah. Yeah, I was testing it the other day to see if it run. Yeah, I think I'm going to try that again because, I had it down pretty low, so I'm going to see if I do it a little lower, if it'll fix it more. Oh, I know it's my PC. I need to get a better one. I did get a better one last year, but it had so much of that advertisement and free demo crap in it that it was slowing the computer down to a snail's pace. And I was getting rid of one after another, after another, after another. And I think I got like 25% of the crap out of my computer, and it was still running slow. So I ended up taking it back and going like, they put so much fucking advertisements and demos in it that the computer was basically worthless. Okay, yeah, let's see if we can dumb it down a little bit more. Graphics. Okay, we got a borderless window. 1280-720. Alright. Okay. Oh God, I'm gonna have to wear my glasses now, because that is so freaking tiny. Okay, now let's see here. Lock mouse inside window. Yeah, we'll lock it inside the window. Because I've had issues with that happening. If I need to get it out, I could just turn it off, so. Multi-sampling, I don't know what that is. So can we go any low? No. Medium's lowest. Low. 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 Yeah, that's what I'm... well, that one just says off. That's grass density. Cloth physics quality low. Okay, now let's take a look at it. Oh my god. He runs like the Bionic Man on TV. Or Bionic Woman in the... what was it, $5 Million Man or something? Resolution up, okay. Resolution. Add it on that. Okay.
It is done.
Okay, restart it. Well, we'll give it a shot then. Like I said, this has just been me fiddling around with this thing, trying to get... I just kicked my desk. Trying to scoot up a little closer so I don't have to lean so far. Okay, update graphics, I don't even know if I've ever done that with this computer. Oh yeah, I forgot all I have to do is just click it to get past that bombardment of advertisers. Well, yeah, like I said, this has been like the whole channel's just been one big experiment for me of trying out different things and learning from you guys. Because back when I was a kid, I knew computers back in the '80s, but it's like when they got to this kind of format for everything, I've been uh, I've been a little behind. Got my little squishy dragon. So I've never seen a game that does that before. Goes through halfway of the upload and then stops to get your attention. Press key to do this or that. Yeah, it's loading a little faster, but not fast enough. Like I said, I'm going to have to, like you said, I'm probably going to have to update it. Because the thing I'm trying to do now is I'm going to be doing a stream first thing in the morning when I get up and a stream in the evening before I go to bed. And then that means I'll have 2 videos up and ready for the next day. Excluding times when I have conventions to go to, in which case the entire day is dedicated just to the convention. He's moving a little faster. I don't know. I'll have to find out. Give me a second. There's a lot of stuff on my computer I don't feel like sharing, so I'm going to blow up my screen. I mean, the pic of me in the corner there, I'm going to make that a little bigger and fill that up, so. Because there are stuff on my computer I don't feel very comfortable sharing with everybody. No offense. Okay. Okay. Graphics drivers for Windows PC. Download now. Well, it's also the fact something might pop up that uh, certain viewers might find a little objectionable. Because I have a lot of what do you see, fantasy art on one of my pages, and the fantasy art is rather risque. Frank Frazetta and stuff like that. Heavy metal magazine covers. That's probably one of my favorite animated movies right there is Heavy Metal. You know, before it took a while for that movie to get to back in the day VHS before DVD came out and all that. It took it a while to get to VHS because that movie came out in 1981. And when I was 16, I started looking for it because on VHS because at that time I was starting to read the magazine. And what the hell is this? This is supposed to be a graphics upgrade. Why is it doing a system search? Oh, it's showing me all the updates. Okay, let's just update them all. Okay. I'm gonna have to do them one at a time, I guess. Give me just a minute. I'm being called away. Okay, it's telling me to update them, but then it wants me to pay for it. It's all free. Then you gotta pay for it. Okay, I know how that is. Oh, that's because that wasn't Windows at all. Okay. All right, I'll be right back.
Dungeons and Dragons will return after these messages.
In the eerie world of deep, dark dungeons, mystery and magic seem real. There's good against evil with advanced Dungeons and Dragons action figures. War Duke, Kellic, Strongheart, and Bronze Dragon, each sold separately.
Beware, Strongheart. We will cast an evil spell and steal the treasure. Fool! Evil is no match for good. The treasure is safe.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons action figures, Kellic, War Duke, Bronze Dragon, Strongheart, each sold separately from LJN.
Your dungeon master has placed you in a dreadfully precarious position. You're playing the most phenomenal game ever created. Your skin grows cold from your first glimpse of the enormous beast. It's a product of your imagination. Survival depends on a quick, decisive move. Your choices are limited. Stand and fight, or run. Use your lightning bolt. Victory is yours.
Win the treasure.
TSR Hobbies, Dungeons and Dragons games. Products of your imagination.
And now, back to Dungeons and Dragons.
Now, this might be a little bit of an eyesore, because this was meant for a Game Boy Advance. Jesus! Holy crap, that was loud. Greetings, warrior. My father appeared... Garon. I couldn't read that. And it wasn't because of the, I couldn't read it. It was like I couldn't pronounce it. The Lord's Alliance commissions you to find the nature of the evil that plagues our city and destroy it. Perhaps I shouldn't tell you this, as it is just a rumor, but we have heard a word spoken. Xanathar. Well, in comparison to the original Eye of the Beholder, this has nice graphics. Oh, that was abrupt. What kind of music is that? I wouldn't know about generic. I couldn't even pronounce it. Pargurnon Palasensen. Create a party. Create a new party. Okay, add to party, remove from party, roll new character. Well, let's roll a character, see what we get. You're actually asking me the name first? Okay. job. Male, female, we'll go male. Lawful good, lawful neutral, neutral good, neutral. I do know they're using 3.5 for this one. And to my understanding, this was the last game that was made using 3.5 or 3.0 for that matter. Lawful good. Human, shield dwarf, moon elf, rock gnome, half elf, Lightfoot, halfling, and half orc. Okay. Well, we get to pick portraits. Now, I'm told this has a different battle system compared to the original. Like, they don't do the first perspective, it's more strategic in battle system. I don't know, I'm guessing at this point, but it's more in the lines of, say, like the Gold Box games. Now, of all the pictures, that's the prettiest one so far. Oh my god. That's their idea of a miniature? Let's look at the other... Oh, sweet... Oh, sweet baby Jesus, no. My Lord in heaven. Guy's slinging his nutsack. Yeah, but the Gold Box miniatures, even they looked better than this. I guess we'll go with that one. Oh, you mean I don't get to make my own rolls? Yet. No. No. I guess I'll go with that one. That's at least somewhat moderate. Wish the 18 was a different spot, though. Let's try some more. Okay, I'll be right back. Wish the Constitution could be a little higher. Skibbity. I just called him Jobber. Or Job. PJ. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Dexterity is a little low, but you know what? Everything else I'll accept. And it's not like I'm going to be sticking with these characters anyway. I'm just experimenting here to see how the game works. We'll go with a fighter. Oh yeah, this is 3rd edition, so I get to choose stuff. Okay, alertness, combat reflexes, exotic weapon proficiency, great fortitude. Let's go with improved. Great. Quick show, smooth talk, thug. And let's go with toughness. Okay, I get 16 skill points. I doubt any of this stuff I'm going to be using. Apparently that clanging sound means I can't do anymore. Intimidate? Really? I know, doesn't it? It doesn't even feel like the original one. Okay, so I get that. I already got pre-made characters as well. How nice. Okay, so yeah, they already got a fighter, a rogue, a cleric, and a wizard. Okay. Roll new character. This is going to be our cleric, and we're going to go him noob. Make it a female. Awful good. Nubbins. We'll go with half elf. Well, if we went with shield dwarf, we could also have him with a beard, so it wouldn't matter if it was male or female dwarf. See? I put lawful good female dwarf. You got a female dwarf right there. Right there. There we go. Female dwarves. Okay, half elf is what we were going with here. That seems to be the biggest problem when it comes to the portraits and the characters. They half the time they don't look like anything to each other. Mutton chops. You know, I've been trying to grow mutton chops and I just never can get them to grow right, so I just have really long sideburns. Yes, we'll go with that one. Since none of the miniatures look like females. Heck, they don't even look like the characters are supposed to be related to. Okay, wisdom. I'm gonna be here until next week doing this. I want the strength, constitution, dexterity, and wisdom to be the highest numbers here. I'll go with that one. I know. I don't like the rolling system on it. I like doing my own rolls. And then figuring out where I'm going to put the numbers. I'll be right back. Oh, I agree, because that's like the funnest part for me is rolling my own dice. Okay, we'll go. Oh, I only get the one? Well, at least I got 16 of these. That noise. Heal. Direction. Sense motive. Oh, definitely spellcraft. Okay, roll new character. Let's see how many letters we can throw in here. We'll call this one Dumbass. Male. Lawful neutral. I didn't want to get too risque on it. Lightfoot halfling. I think I saw some halflings in here. So, yeah, that one, or that one. Ugh. That one's got an acne problem. Oops. We'll go with that one. I guess that one. This one we definitely want with the high dexterity and constitution. That'll do it. That'll be our rogue. Alright, so he gets 1 feat. Four, just like with the original Eye of Beholder. Point blank shot. Shield proficiency. Combat reflexes, I guess. Okay, so... Oh, he's got 28 skill points to play with. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know about climbing, better put that in there. Disable device. Open lock. Search. What just happened? I gotta start all over again. Apparently I screwed up. Still sticking with dumbass, but you know what? We're gonna do it in all caps this time. Because I want it to be known that dumbass did this. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, hi, Miley. Rogue. Well, we're not going to be sticking to this for too long, so... Medium, combat reflexes, great fortitude. Let's go with lightning reflexes this time. Okay, so... Oh, we got a bigger number this time. Concentration. No, we don't need... Yeah. Rogue. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. Let's go. Raised. Decipher script. Disable device. Escape artist. I think that might come in handy. Hide. Unlocks. Search. Okay. And now, roll new character. We're going to make our magic user. Call him Pervert. Oh. Because we all know these wizards and what they really are. They're all old perverts. Moon elf. I think he's the only one that remotely looks like his miniature. Okay. Okay, that's pretty badass right there. We'll go with that one. Combat casting. Alright, let's go with Cipher Split. Oh, you can't accept that one, huh? Okay. How about you? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, add to party. Good job. Noob. Dumbass. Well, there's dumbass on there twice. Okay, old pervert. Your dungeon. Oh, the game started? Okay. Let's see here. Skill. Oh, there we go. Search. Puddle of goo. Damp walls. There's no bones or anything there? Okay. Ouch. Oh, we got our first fight, so let's see how that turns out for us. Oh. Okay. It's more in the, angled direction than I was expecting, but okay. Move, attack, cast. Let's see what... Did I even check for spells? Oh, we do have some spells on here. We got Ray of Frost, Acid Splash, Electric Jolt, Magic Missile, and Magic Missile. Oh, God. I have to hit the buttons at an angle for it to move. And we'll go for that guy. What was that noise? Ow! Ow! Oh, that was too... I wasn't expecting that. Okay, well, I guess we can move it a little bit. Alright. I got a boo-boo. Alright, so... Okay, missed. Ouchie. The range. Yeah, that's got to get some used to. I have to use the angles of the crossbar to do it. Okay, so I can't move in. All right. Cure light wounds, cure minor wounds. Okay. Ah. This is just weird. Okay. Maybe I should move forward first. Ugh. Ah. Hmm. That's not what I'm trying to do. I was backing up. It registers it as I'm done. Oof. Apparently I suck at this because I don't know how these controls work. Really. 281 XP, 14 gold, no party treasure. Short sword and leather armor. Okay, let's... Oh, he only has 1 HP, so... Okay. Wounds cured, game saved. It's cured, game saved. Spells prepared. Rested, found 3 sling bullets. Rested, spells prepared. Okay. Hey, we got a map. Okay. Okay. Well, having that map will definitely come in handy. Got goofy ass sounds in this one. Holy sheep balls. Okay. Let's get rid of the archers. How did they get advantage like that? The death screams are just not doing it for me. Okay. Ah. Really? No party treasure. 262, 13 gold. Okay, job. Half spear. Light crossbow. 4 crossbow bolts. Leather armor and studded leather armor. We got a treasure chest here. 34 gold and a silver key. And a potion to cure light wounds. Okay. Dagger, sling. Left hand, MP, quiver. Well, I'm definitely going to have to read the manual on this one, so I'm going to call it quits on this. But we're going to continue having talk shop, because I just wanted to experiment with this, check this out. So far it looks pretty good. I don't know if it's better than, say, the original by any means, but it's definitely made itself stand out a little bit. Okay, be right. That might be why the top portion is missing. There we go. So, anyway, that was the Game Boy Advanced version of Eye of the Beholder, which, if you've seen the original Eye of the Beholder, that is almost a completely different game, because they're using 3rd edition rules instead of 2nd edition AD&D, and they're using a isometric platform for the battle system instead of the POV click on your character for them to attack method that I've kind of gotten used to with games such as Dungeon Hack and the original Eye of the Beholder. Uh, yeah, same thing. The map looks almost exactly the same from the original game, so that didn't change. What did change, I noticed, was there's certain items and locations that aren't there now. For instance, the very first spot where the wall caves in, there was supposed to be like a bones that you could pick up there, and in the original game, I found out later what you were supposed to do with them was, if you got a resurrection spell, you can actually resurrect that person and make them a party member. So you had that, but yeah, it does look good though. I mean, it definitely makes it a little different. And it definitely makes it a little different from what we've been seeing so far in some of the other games. It definitely leans more towards the gold box games in design. um, well, it just depends, because a lot of the old gold box games, I actually do enjoy the more strategic battles than just, say, like the POV stuff. But I noticed that almost every iteration, every few generations, they try to do a little something different with the D&D franchise. Right now, it's basically the Baldur's Gate is the one that's probably the most popular right now. Which I definitely do understand how that, why that's popular, because you can pretty much see everything. You're not from a bird's eye point of view, so an isometric. And you can see all your characters and where they're at in the battlefield. The main reason I can think of is the fact that it's on a Game Boy Advance. And Game Boy Advance didn't, unlike, say, like the SNES, which there's a version of it on that one, which I should probably check that one out too, see if there what the differences in that one is. Oh, well, I really haven't gotten to play Baldur's Gate 3 yet, and it's mainly due to the fact of my computer not being very smart. But I'm going to look into getting a stronger hard drive and a better better uh, video card. But so I gotta look into those. I could probably find something good, say like a graphics card's probably all I need. Yeah, probably right. But yeah, I'll look into a graphics card, see how that works out for me. See what can I get for a Livono. So yeah, that was just me testing that out to see if it would even play properly. Or hard drive doesn't help speed. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, I went to a computer course and it was like by the time I got out of the computer course, everything had updated by about 5 years. Everything I learned didn't mean squat anymore. It was just kind of sad because I was going for a computer science degree. Split my lip. And of course, seems to run better than mine. Um, yeah, I kind of dumbed down the graphics a little bit on the Solasta. But like I said, if I get a better graphic card, it probably won't be an issue very much. But it's just a matter of what I could find. And then of course I tried to play what was it? Yeah, wrong one. Hey Megabordy, how you been? Haven't heard from you in a long time. Yeah, we were just trying out the Eye of the Beholder for Game Boy Advance, and it's almost a completely different game from the original because they completely changed the edition they were using, which way they were using third edition or 3.5. I'm not quite sure which one. I just know it was one of the last games to use it, and they also changed the battle system. They completely overhauled the battle system for whatever reason. And then we were also trying out Pathfinder, seeing what we can do, and it's come to the conclusion I need to get a better graphics card for my computer. But since I have more than one person here, has anybody here played? Has anybody played Neverwinter, the MMORPG? Not the old one, the more recent one that came out like 2000 something. Because I noticed that I could get it for free, but it wanted to eat up a lot of my memory on my computer in comparison to DDO. And I just wanted to know, is it even worth playing? It's more like WoW. So it's more in the lines of go out, kill a certain number of creatures, come back, then go collect nuts and stuff. Yeah, I think it's the 2013 one because, good luck trying to find the other one. Oh, I hate those. Now, that's the one where I think I played WoW and I got bored because the entire time, and it's a term I use a lot. I felt like I was more instead of a hero, I felt more in the lines of a glorified pest control. Oh, we got giant rats eating our pies. Go kill them. Kill 10 of them and bring me their tails. Well, like I said, once I get a better graphics card and if I can get it to run better, I'll see if yeah, the pests just get bigger. Well, the thing is I actually like and more dangerous. I actually enjoy where games like, where I actually go on quests and not just do like, get me ingredients so I can make a pie. Oh, that is true. It's just the problem of how much of my computer's memory is it going to eat up. So I might have to get a few games off of my roster here before I can even think about putting it up here, because it took up quite a bit. It's Dungeons and Quests later. Yeah, that's usually how it works out. And usually, and if that's what I'm thinking, it's usually I have to get with a group by that point. Otherwise, I ain't gonna get very far. Sorry if I'm grunting. I'm still having a little bit of back problems. That's some solo. Okay. But still, if I do end up with a group, it'll be kind of cool to go with. Well, I was telling you guys I had finally watched this a couple of weeks ago. I finally watched this. This is the Dragonlance Dungeons and Dragons Adventure, Dragons of Autumn Twilight. And how do I put this nicely? The animation hurts my eyes. I have never watched animation done so. I mean, it looks good, but at the same time, it's done so poorly. Uh, what I mean by that is they were utilizing hand drawn and CGI into it, and the combination just doesn't work here. I've seen animation where it does work, but just doesn't do it here. Because you can see that, they really weren't trying to blend the two styles together like you see some other more modern stuff do. No, they didn't even try. It was like they had the animation and then they had the CGI stuff, and you can just tell them apart, and it actually hurts your eyes. And that was like one of my favorite D&D books when I was a kid, and I was so disappointed in it. I mean, it got the story right and everything. It was just it was the animation that hurt to watch. And I've never had that problem. I mean, I've watched all types of animation. I don't think I've ever had it where it actually gave me a headache to look at it. Uh, the um, the five the what do they call it? The 2024 fifth edition or whatever. No, actually, I haven't read any of it. 5.4. They're even refusing to call it 5.5. They're saying it's the same. They're trying to pass it off, saying no, this is the same thing, just with better stuff in it. And I'm going like you upgraded it. It's either going to be sixth edition or 5.5. And of course, they've had so many editions. don't even think they could correctly call it 5 point anything. Because I think if we actually count it right, it's actually 8th or 9th edition. I actually tried to get into the whole virtual tabletop stuff, but it was like the ones I find is like a lot of times they want more money than it actually costs just to go get the stuff yourself at the store. I got the hiccups. Excuse me a second. But and built virtual tabletop is shocking. Yeah, I haven't actually. A friend of mine, he did use virtual tabletop for his games, and I tried it, but I just couldn't get a handle on it. Speaking of which, oh God, yeah, let me see if I can pull it up here.
Phenomenal cosmic powers!
But check this out. In Japan, they were trying to bring in. Recently, they had a thing where they were trying to say like, "Oh, Dungeons and Dragons is finally coming to Japan." Dungeons and Dragons has been in Japan since the late '80s, and Record of Lodoss War was them trying to acclimatize Japanese players to tabletop, and this is one of the ways they did it, and they actually go through the details. But that's not what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you was. Give me a second here. I gotta do some fiddling here. Let's see. Just fantasy star CRPG. All right. Yeah. Okay. Here it is. They haven't set an exact date yet, but I've been keeping eyes on the post. And right now, it looks like early to mid-September is when they're going to release it. Because on my Facebook, they popped off with September. I don't think they were supposed to say anything, but yeah, they're talking about it. And right now, they do have some media up now where they're talking about the system. You know, the starter adventure, generations mechanics. They had a live stream last month. I don't know when it's supposed to be, but they're going to have a playthrough of the starter adventure. Yeah, I heard about that. That's why they ended up making Sword World, which is their version of D&D. And instead of using all the polyhedrons, they just use six-siders like that. Yeah, you're talking to a guy that watches Lodoss War. I got like all the and Sword World stuff. I got all their DVDs that are connected to Sword World, which is Record of Lodoss War, Chronicles of the Heroic Knight, Legend of Crystania, and Rune Soldier. Those all take place in the same world, and they do have connecting characters in a few of them. Anyway, so yeah, they talk about generations mechanic. They're actually adding a generations mechanic to the game for the TTRPG here, and they're using 5e, so they said you can actually blend in D&D 5e monsters if you want to. At least I think that's the impression they were giving me. I know I'm looking over here, but I'm reading if seeing anything pops up. They got combo attacks, defining resurrection, and yeah, the system they're calling their system Esper Genesis, which is their main game from their company. But they got videos here. I'm not going to play them because I don't want to get copyright stuff if I play it on my own channel, so on YouTube. So I'm not going to play them. But here's the site right here. You can go ahead and check them out on your own time. But yeah, so yeah, Sky Games, and apparently because I haven't seen it on here, but it did pop up on my Facebook that right now it looks like it's going to be coming out in September. And if I do, and I already have my game lined up, so it should be showing up by that time. And I'll be getting a PDF as well, a digital copy as well. So what I'm going to end up doing is I am going to offer that anybody wants to join in. I'm going to say 4 players want to join in. After I get familiar with the game, I'll set up a game and we can play it on Discord. And I'll give my Discord information at the time. But you can look it up on Discord anyway. It's CRPG D&D night. And you'll definitely know it because it has my little CRPG emblem on it. Which, again, bots and blasters, thank you for that. I owe you big time. Let's see. Anything else I could think of for tonight before calling it a day? Well, I did say I think I already said it, but I'm going to mention it again. I'm going to start doing, try to regulate doing streams first thing in the morning when I get up. I'll probably go on for about an hour or so, play a game of one kind or another, or I'll do a recording that morning, which would probably be Solasta or Pathfinder. And then later in the evening, I will do another stream or recording that night. And anything I do the first day will be put on YouTube the following day as YouTube videos, edited out, all the open air and all that. So I should start having at least 2 videos a day on YouTube for a while, just depending on how my day's going and how early I get up in the morning. But that should be the deal for a while, so that should make it at least 2, 4, 6, 8. Anywhere from 8 to 12 or even 14 videos a week. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm surprised I've actually been on this long. I've been on for like 2 hours and 30 minutes. You guys take care. I'm probably going to have to do a lot of editing because there's a couple things that popped up on here that I'm not exactly happy that they popped up. Here, let me see if I can get it up here. There it is. I'm not going to throw a password up there or anything, so there's bots and blasters. I'll say hi to him if he wants, but oh, actually no, I have like the old Dungeon Master's Guide from AD&D on there, and it'll be under Leopardwolf's D&D Night, spelled like that. But yeah, CRPG D and D Night, the symbol D in Night, and that's what I usually go under. So, but when I have the channel up, that's usually Leopardwolf's D&D Night. I do have stuff pop on Rats. That's CJ. That's my cousin there, my first friend on here. So if you guys ever pop on here, you see him on there, say hello to him. And yeah, we'll figure out how to get the game up here at some point. Now, hopefully there's no passwords or anything for you guys to see here, so I won't get myself into any trouble. So I'll leave that on here for a few seconds so you can see this. And I'll leave that up here too if that helps as well. And I accept friend requests at all times. I may not answer them straight away, but I try to. And when I get around to putting together a game for uh, Fantasy Star TTRPG, we'll probably play it on this. And I got to figure out if they're going to have a virtual table for it or not. If not, it's probably just going to be voiceovers and me trying to use regular tabletop stuff just to get it going somehow. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and get going. I gotta go turn off a sprinkler and start getting ready for bed myself. Thank you guys for watching. This was technically uh, talking shop. I didn't put that on here. I just put just chatting on it. But this is going to be put on my channel as Talking Shop, which is where I basically just talk about anything going on with the channel, what's going on TTRPGs, CRPGs, JRPGs, whatever comes to mind. And I even talk about whatever projects I've been doing for the channel. Next June, there's going to be a card game convention. Well, not just a card game, but sports cards, card game, collectible cards, and stuff like that happening next month. I'm going to be going to that, and I more than likely will make a video for YouTube on it. So there's something to look forward there. You guys take care. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream, whichever comes first. Bye-bye.